The final flight of MH370, a baffling look into the void. It's hard to imagine a bigger question than what happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. This episode will help answer it. In the early hours of March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 vanished from civilian radar screens, beginning one of the greatest aviation mysteries in modern history. The flight, a Boeing 777-200ER, departed from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. local time, bound for Beijing Capital International Airport. On board were 239 people, including 227 passengers and 12 crew members, representing 14 nationalities. Among them were families, business travelers, and children. For many, it was a routine red-eye journey, but within an hour of takeoff, the aircraft disappeared, leaving behind a legacy of confusion, heartbreak, and unanswered questions. To understand how such a large plane could disappear without a trace, we need to start with the basics. Before takeoff, the pilots of MH370 went through standard pre-flight procedures, checking weather conditions, fuel levels, and aircraft systems. They filed a flight plan outlining the route and estimated time of arrival. As the plane soared into the night sky, it maintained regular contact with air traffic control, reporting its position and altitude. But around 1:19 a.m., just after entering Vietnamese airspace, the plane's last voice communication was recorded. "Good night, Malaysian 370. And at 1:22 a.m., the Automated Secondary Surveillance Radar, or SSR, stopped picking up the plane's transponder signals. But this wasn't necessarily cause for alarm. Planes routinely switch off their transponders to conserve energy while flying over international waters. At 1:30 a.m., military radar in the region picked up a blip that appeared to be MH370, but it was traveling in the opposite direction, heading back toward the Malay Peninsula. This unexpected turn was a clear indication something had gone terribly wrong. As the hours passed without word from MH370, an intricate web of possibilities began to emerge. Had the plane been hijacked? Was there a bomb on board? Were the pilots incapacitated? Or did the plane suffer catastrophic damage? Authorities sprang into action, launching an urgent search and rescue operation. Aircraft and vessels were dispatched, and a multinational effort soon ensued, combing through the designated search areas. Yet despite the best efforts of search teams, no debris, no life rafts, and no survivors were found. The immediate focus was on the South China Sea, where the plane was last detected by air traffic control. But within days, analysis of satellite data revealed a new set of coordinates. This led to a shocking revelation. MH370 had flown thousands of kilometers away, following an extended flight path that defied conventional aviation routes. The emergence of these two possible arcs posed a new set of challenges. The northern arc extended across Central Asia, raising questions about potential geopolitical ramifications. Could the plane have landed at an undisclosed location for refueling, or had it been intercepted by another aircraft? The southern arc leading into the Indian Ocean presented its own set of complexities. With no known crash sites in the region, authorities faced the daunting task of focusing resources on a potentially erroneous lead. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but the search yielded no concrete results. The official investigation stumbled upon several intriguing pieces of information. One such clue was a series of hourly satellite handshakes between MH370 and the geostationary satellite. By analyzing the time stamps and signal strength in Marsat, the satellite service provider was able to estimate the plane's location. This data indicated that the plane stayed airborne for another 6 hours after losing contact with air traffic control. But why? What makes this case unique is the sheer volume of data gathered from various sources: satellites, radar, mobile phones, and even social media posts. Yet despite having access to an unprecedented amount of information, investigators were unable to reach a definitive conclusion. The ATSB's report identified two potential corridors for MH370's final flight path. The first corridor stretched northwest, hypothetically ending in the vicinity of Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan. The second corridor headed southwest and ended in the southern Indian Ocean. But the report couldn't determine which route the plane took. Why? Because crucial evidence was missing: the so-called black boxes. These devices are designed to preserve vital data, allowing investigators to reconstruct the final moments of a flight. Without them, drawing accurate conclusions becomes a near impossible task. So what does science say? Scientists have put forward various hypotheses about what might have transpired. Some point towards oxygen deprivation in the cockpit as a plausible explanation, suggesting that the crew may have lost consciousness due to insufficient oxygen, leading to an automated descent into the ocean. Others speculate about the possibility of a fire on board, highlighting that a fire could have affected the plane's electronics and caused the disappearance from radar. Then there's the theory of deliberate action by someone on board. This includes the possibility of a deliberate course change by the pilot or even a nefarious act committed by an individual or group. But each hypothesis presents its own set of challenges, and none have been proven conclusive. After more than a decade since the disappearance of MH370, the pain of the families persists. While some have found ways to move forward, others remain consumed by the search for answers. Support groups like the MH370 Next of Kin have played a crucial role in keeping the memory of the loved ones alive. Their tireless advocacy has pushed for continued search efforts, greater government transparency, and accountability. The absence of a definitive explanation has left them grappling with a profound sense of loss and unanswered questions. And the enduring mystery has permeated into popular culture, inspiring documentaries, books, and even feature films. To date, only a handful of pieces of debris have been confirmed to be from MH370. A fragment found on Reunion Island in July 2015, a piece of the plane's interior, a window frame, and a seat cushion cover discovered in Tanzania in February 2016, a luggage compartment door found in Mozambique in April 2016, and a wing part found in South Africa's Lingebonweg in May 2016. These fragments serve as tangible reminders of the tragedy, connecting the physical remnants of the plane to the vast expanse of the ocean where it's believed to have crashed. But they've also left many wondering why the wreckage isn't more widespread. If the plane did indeed disintegrate mid-air, one would expect to find more debris strewn across a wider area. The limited number of confirmed pieces suggests that the plane may have remained relatively intact throughout its journey, hinting at a more controlled descent. In the aftermath of MH370's disappearance, numerous conspiracy theories emerged, each attempting to fill the void left by the official uncertainty. Speculation ranged from the plane being intentionally shot down to the possibility of it being intercepted by a foreign military for espionage purposes. Claims of a secret landing, where the plane touched down and was subsequently removed from the location, also circulated. The persistence of these theories highlights the human tendency to seek explanations, even in the face of overwhelming ambiguity. The allure of a definitive answer, even if unfounded, is a testament to the emotional toll that MH370's disappearance has taken. And while the search for MH370 captivated the world, it also brought into sharp focus the limitations of modern technology. The fact that a plane equipped with state-of-the-art communication systems could vanish without a trace raised fundamental questions about the reliability of existing technologies. In the interconnected world of global aviation, this incident underscored the fragility of our systems and the constant need for vigilance. The disappearance of MH370 forced a re-evaluation of existing protocols and sparked calls for major changes in the aviation industry. One of the most significant developments was the introduction of real-time tracking of commercial flights. Previously, data was transmitted periodically, leaving a window for potential malfunctions or deliberate shutdowns. Real-time tracking ensures continuous monitoring, allowing for immediate alerts in case of any deviations from the flight path. Furthermore, the incident highlighted the importance of seamless coordination between air traffic control centers across international borders. The need for standardized protocols and rapid information sharing became glaringly apparent. The tragedy also prompted discussions about the psychological aspects of long-haul flights and the well-being of flight crews during extended periods of monotony. Factors like fatigue and the potential for undetected health issues were brought into the spotlight. Despite the passage of time, the mystery of MH370 continues to resonate. It is a haunting reminder of the fragility of our technological systems and the very real human cost of their failures. The absence of definitive answers leaves us grappling with the unsettling reality that in an era of advanced technology, there are still some things we may never truly know. But perhaps the most important lesson from this tragedy lies in the quiet dignity of those who lost their loved ones on that fateful flight. In the face of immeasurable grief, they've shown remarkable strength, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to seeking justice and closure. Their stories are a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. In the face of the most perplexing and painful mysteries,